Visual arts and filmmaking is pretty prevalent today. Our industry is, I wouldn't say thriving, but there is more of a demand for content than there ever has been before. However, the content has lost a lot of its value just because of the sheer amount of the demand. Unfortunately, too, because it's become a lot more accessible with consumerism, it's also been one of the things that's been breaking down the film industry. I believe that the imagery available is positive. That imagery is available is a positive thing, because our content that we create now used to take a period of time because there's been such a demand for the content. Nowadays in our society, we can basically create content in the blink of an eye. We can send it on an iPhone. We can, easily go ahead and create visuals on a phone and have it sent instantly. So I think it changes everything in our communications, as well, visual communications for us, especially with news and media outlets, things like that, because we can now, instead of having one or two reporters in a war zone, in a third world country, can have anyone with the signal in a cell phone basically translate any information that we need, worldwide. Unfortunately, the images that no one really cares about, but for some reason as a society, we constantly are eating up. The biggest issue that I see is paparazzi invading people's privacy, and us somehow turning actors into celebrities. Actors were meant to basically give us a role, and to be honest with you, I don't personally want all this insight into who they are. I'd rather save things like that for, promotional or talk show or something like that nature. I would say that one of my favorite visual artists is a guy named Mark Newsom. I don't remember where I came across his material at. There's an architecture magazine called Frame Magazine from the Netherlands that I got into years ago, and it just had some of the most forward and futuristic thinking architecture. By being exposed to as many different things as possible and having an open mind has allowed me to be able to create, hopefully, what I think is a unique style. I wouldn't say that I was a copycat of somebody, because I enjoy way too many things for me to sort of pigeonhole my style into one thing. I like so much that I think that the combination of all of my likes is kind of what makes my style unique. And I'm more of just a fan of filmmaking as a whole. And to me, I like the things that are interesting, but I also want to make sure that I can control things like the basics. I don't mind pushing the levels and the limits of things, as long as I make sure that I understand what those original basics are and what those limits are in order to actually push them.